Hello, am I audible? If anyone is having any doubt, you can ask me directly. Then, actually, this subject is very interesting because uh, you can practically perform this whatever you study, and you can see each and everything there. Okay. What's happened? No. Okay, okay. No. So, uh, from the next chapter, you will actually understand what are these relays and where its applications are there. Okay, so you will understand that from the next chapter, because there will be again a separate study of relay. Okay, especially this is for relay, fuses and circuit breakers. Okay, so in next chapter there are fuses are also there, which you already know, that is simple. Your HRC fuse is there, or KitKat fuses are there, your simple rewirable fuses are there. So such type of fuses are there. Now there are some equations, some definitions are there. So this and examples are also there in next chapter. So not that much boring subject, it is very interesting subject, I feel. I don't know what you feel, but it is very interesting if you think practically. Okay, so uh, study in that way only, take an interest. You can imagine our power system, you can imagine where these relays can be used, how actually you are simply your rewirable fuse, you can if it burns, or then you are removing that, you are replacing that fuse. Similarly, how I can practically implement my knowledge. Okay, as an electrical engineer, you should think about that, and according to you can study this subject. Okay, so very interesting subject is there, this. Okay, so when I get time, I surely give you notes. Don't worry about that, because you experience from last two subjects. So there will be no any loss for your study material. I'll surely provide that. My handwritten notes will I will directly give you. Uh, and for any doubt, you can directly contact me. Okay, and whatever you want, you can directly ask me in lecture, or if you shy, then you can ask me by personally calling, because now I'm not your proctor teacher also. But you can, our group is there, so we can simply change the subject name, and we can proceed with that group. If there is any doubt, then you can ask or share in that group also. So in these remaining 10 minutes, we'll take the revision, so that our first chapter will get finished here. Okay, so in this chapter, we have seen first. So so in this first chapter, we have seen first, that is what is mean by this protective relays. So this relay, what is mean by this protective relays? Relay is what? Relay is what? It is a device. Okay, it is a switchgear device which can detect the fault and give signal to the circuit breaker. Okay, so it is simply a switchgear device. Okay, so this is the definition. Means if any fault occurs in the power system, this relay detects that fault, detects whether actually that fault is occurred. Means detect that faulty section, okay, then give signal to the circuit breaker for isolating that faulty part. This is the function of your relay. Then need of protective relay. Why we are using this relays? Because in electrical system there are a number of faults occurring, and if any fault occurs in the system, the whole system shuts down. Okay, therefore for the continuous supply, only the faulty part should be detected there, and that only should be disconnected. Okay, that's why we are using this protective relay. Okay, then this is the diagram of the relay. This is bus bar from which we are taking supply. Then this is any circuit or any line we can consider here. In series with that, the circuit breaker is connected. This is the relay. Means circuit break, current transformer is there. This is the relay coil. Then when this current becomes high, that time these contacts get closed. These are normally open contacts. These normally open contacts get closed here, and this circuit get completed, and the supply is given to this strip coil for opening the circuit breaker contacts. But these circuit breaker contacts are closed under normal condition. Under normal condition, circuit breaker contacts are closed. But when that fault occurs, that circuit breaker contacts get open, so that whatever current flowing in this line will get disconnected. Means that faulty section get disconnected from this bus bar system, so that this system remain protected here. Okay, then desirable qualities of this relay. And one more thing here, this is also asked in exam definitions. Okay, so or on these points also they may ask you any note. Okay, what are the desirable qualities of the protective relay? So this is the reliability, selectivity and discrimination, then stability, sensitivity and fast operation. We know these relays operate very fastly as compared to other protective devices, then sensitive to the faults, then stable means whatever may be the current flowing through that relay, they remain stable. If more current also under faulty condition, very high current is flowing, okay, that time also that relay remains stable. Okay, that is called the stability. Then selectivity and discrimination. Okay, means how it should be selected. Then reliability means how it is proper or suitable, we can say. Okay, that is the reliability. Then we have seen the zone of protection. Why that protective zone is necessary? Because for this whole power system we cannot use a single relay. Okay, so different types means number of relays are used, and for this purpose we simply did parts, okay, or zones of that power system. Okay, means some generator part is different, means generator protection is there, then transmission line protection is there, then distribution line means such protective parts are there, so that we can fix the relays. Means whatever relay is used there, okay, that relay will protect that particular section only. Okay, that zone is nothing but the section of that power system. Okay, so and one more thing is these all zones are overlapped. Okay, why these zones are overlapped? Because if any part is remaining, okay, if any part remains without protection, that is called the dead zone. Okay, then if any fault occurs in that zone only, then what will happen? again there will be problem for this whole supply system. Okay, so that's why each and every point should be covered in that uh, protective zone. That's why all these zones are overlapped. Okay, so means number of circuit breakers are there, means at a time what is the disadvantage, at a time more than one circuit breaker get operated there sometimes. Okay, but our protection is more important than that, so the zones are overlapped here. Okay, so, and these relays are set at such points that where there is a current transformer. Okay, so at different points the current transformers are there for measurement purpose, so there we can place the relay. Okay, then this is the reason why we are using the overlapping. Okay, then we have seen the primary protection and backup protection. This is the primary protection, means for primary protection we are already using relay, but for backup protection again one more relay is used there. So if any fault occurs, then when this primary protection fails, that time this backup protection will work there. Okay, so this is the primary and backup protection, and why there is a failure we have seen. Then these are the types of backup protection. Then important is types of protective relays. So there are different types. We have seen these electromagnetic type relays, induction type relays. Okay, so these IDMT types or all these others we'll see in next chapters. Okay, then definitions. These definitions are also important. If there will be in MCQ type of exam, then such definitions are also asked. Okay, you know how which type of questions are asked there. Then electromagnetic relays we have seen. There are number of types of these electromagnetic relays. We have seen this attracted armature type, induction disc type, cup type, balance beam type, moving coil, and polarized moving iron type. This was not in here. This it is also a moving type of the relay. Okay, so these electromagnetic relays means simply there is a rotating part, means some moving part is there, we can say. Our electric meter, watt hour meter is the best example of your electromagnetic relay. Okay, so can anyone tell me it comes under which type, watt hour meter relay? Yes, which type? Watt hour meter relay is coming under which type of relay?
Induction cup type relay?
No, it comes under induction disc type relay. Okay, in induction disc type two types are there. First is the shaded pole and second is the watt hour meter type. Okay, so remember, and in induction cup there is only single relay. Okay, there are 4 poles. So that is induction cup type relay. Then balance beam and moving coil also there are 2 types, axial moving coil and second one is the, which one second? Axial and rotary. Okay, so remember, that's why I'm saying that you at least to note the subtypes, some points, at least a title you can write. Okay, so if you read that only, and if there is a MCQ type of exam, Then if you read that only, then you can easily answer. Okay. So consider that you are in offline lecture and note the point according to that. Okay. And I'm not saying for my benefit, it's for you, because this is the lifetime knowledge. Okay. So you, after this B, you will not go for any means, you will not study separately all these subjects. Okay. So those who are preparing for exams, they should study and they have to study, no option. But such type of lectures and such type of means each and every point covering will not be there. Okay. So you will also study, but you that time you have to study all subjects. Okay. So here write all these points, so it will be beneficial for you only. So all these types we have seen. Then this is armature, attracted armature relay. Okay, what is the equation for the force here? So this is also you have to remember, because this equation is also asked, and for this basic electrical concepts are required only. Very simple. Then balance beam type relay. All these types we have seen. And this is also important, the torque equation, it is also asked in exam. Then static relays, modification of electromagnetic. Static means simply no moving parts there. And then lastly, instrument transformers, safety burden, knee point voltage, and microprocessor based relays, and types of your PTs we have seen. So in this way, our first chapter is over. So in next lecture, we'll start our second chapter. But before that, there will be unit test. Okay, on this first chapter. Last time we have taken surprise test, but for consideration of marks, for 7 chapters, we will conduct 7 tests. Okay, there. So you have to prepare for that. I'm uploading this PPT on the drive, so you can refer that. You can also search on internet for more MCQs. Okay, and also MCQs are uploaded on the drive, so you can check that also. You can study that, and also its marks will be considered. Therefore, it is compulsory to all to attend that test. So in between these 1 or 2 days, I'll conduct that test. Okay, so everybody be present for that. And if for any doubts, for any problems, feel free to ask me anytime. Okay, so thank you all. We'll end for today. Thank you.